Hi everybody! Today I'm gonna do a tag that's called the Plesurable Book Tag, and I was tagged for this and I'm so excited because that has never happened before. And I was tagged by Bookworm's buddy, and I don't remember your name right now, but I will figure it out and I will put it on the screen right here. As for my username, I figured some of you might not know how it was pronounced. That was a fear of mine. So for future reference, I will say it in this video, so you all know how to pronounce it. My username is eamarwen, and it's Elvish for I'm Arwen. Yeah, so it's Elvish, so I understand that you hadn't got a reference for how to pronounce it. But it's used in the very famous sentence Im Arwen Thelin Lethaid Lastobet Nin Tolonanangalad. And Arwen says that when, in the movies, when she's, you know, floating towards Frodo when he has been stabbed by the evil people. I am very vague because if anyone who watches my channel hasn't seen the movies or read the books, I don't want you to get spoiled. But that was a little spoiler, but you know. So that's where that's from, and yeah, let's get on with the video. The first question: what book do you find most pleasurable to read? And that book for me is The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway, and I talk a lot about Hemingway, don't I? This book is one of my all-time favorite books. It is so wonderful, and the writing is beautiful, and I just wish everybody could read this because it's it's so good. And I read it when I was 14 for the first time, I think, and I had a copy at the library that I always checked out. And okay, next question. What series do you find most pleasurable to read? And that series is Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling and The Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. I love this series and I love this series, but this I have like a special place in my heart for, whilst this series is a new favorite I read 2 years ago, and I love the series, and I will reread it. I will start when I get home from Thailand. I will read one book a month along with other books because they are so massive, so I can't, you know, with the reading challenge and everything, so I can't, you know, commit myself to this book. Maybe I'll try, but I can't read this in 2 weeks. I have to have, you know, a month or 3 weeks at least. And these books are fantastic as well. This is the Swedish cover, and I love the Swedish cover much more than the UK or US covers. So, and I just love these books. I have to reread them someday. Yeah, I can have a marathon. That doesn't hurt anyone. Yeah, let's move on. Next question is, what trilogy do you find most pleasurable to read? And that trilogy shouldn't really be, you know, a shock to you guys, because that trilogy is this trilogy. This trilogy is the Lord of the Rings trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien. Damn you, email! This trilogy is fan-frickin-tastic. It's just, and I'm bringing this book, not this version, but this text to Thailand with me, so I'll have some wonderful literature to read over there as well. This edition is just the most beautiful thing I've ever laid my eyes on. Look at the covers. This is the first one, The Fellowship of the Ring. This is The Two Towers. And this is The Return of the King. That is that, and now they have 2 questions to go. Next question is, what author do you find most pleasurable to read? That's a really hard question because it's between Hemingway and J.R.R. Tolkien. They have very different styles. Right on the top of my head, I have to say J.R.R. Tolkien, because his stories are amazing and I just love the love between the characters, the epic adventures, the world, the elves, the nature, the symbolism. Oh, it's amazing. And Hemingway is kind of, you know, realism and stuff like that, so you don't get to dream as much as in his books, so yeah, I choose J.R.R. Tolkien. Next question. What is your most pleasurable reading experience? My most pleasurable reading experience is the first time I read this book. The Fellowship of the Ring, and it was just too amazing to be true, really, because I don't know what I would do without these books. I probably wouldn't be as a fantasy nerd, and I probably wouldn't be such a daydreamer, and they mean they mean a lot to me. Yeah! What did you think about that tag? It was pleasurable, no? I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know who I will tag. I think I will tag Missy from Binge Reader, and that's it. I tricked you, didn't I? I will tag you, Missy, and I hope you do this video. It's fun to say pleasurable a lot. Bye.